Hello, 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 YouTube. Shady Cleric here. We're about to start up a reaction video real quick. Let me see, where is it? No. Shit, come on. History. Alright. Let's see if I can get this thing to work in my favor. Come on. Shit. Okay, come on. There we go. Perfect. Where? Yes. This is Twitch streamer Nina. God. This is from Legal Mindset. I would say. I would say like check them out. They're pretty good. Not gonna lie on them, but you should probably thumbs up and subscribe if you can. But for right now, we're going to check out this because I saw this earlier and I was like, you know what? I'll probably do a reaction video to this.
In NYC in a public debacle. We're going to get into it today on Legal Mindset. We teach you to be your own judge. I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney. Now, some of you may be familiar with Nina Lynn. She's been on our channel quite a couple times. I mean, a few times at this point, mostly related to her behavior when she goes and checks out at various stores. She's had some controversial.
Oh, right. Yeah, she's stolen a few things, hasn't she? Yeah. That's what I know her from. People talking about her stealing all the time. Yeah, like she's always stealing stuff. Like, what's up with that? It's like so weird.
$3.99.
Now, while she was well known for that, this is actually something that went down right after the Knicks game. But before we get to that, I've
The
got
Knicks,
a very
like,
important
the
message.
game caused a huge riot over in New York.
Meta and YouTube to pay millions for their role in designing and promoting addictive platforms.
Oh.
They knew their apps could contribute to anxiety, depression, and body image issues, but did not share those risks while prioritizing profits. The recent historic verdict underscores the consequences of those decisions. If you or your child spent years growing up on social media and experienced serious mental health struggles, you should hear this. Morgan & Morgan is stepping up to hold these platforms accountable.
That's good on them. Because, like, God.
Use the link in my description or scan the QR code to take a short quiz to see if you qualify for a case. You may be entitled to a potential recovery of over $1,000.
Yeah, I don't think I'm entitled for that.
Right after the big Knicks win in New York City. Here's the footage.
Okay, so what did she do?
Can I get on top of that?
Oh no. That is... What kind of vehicle is that?
You ready?
And sorry, guys, Nina is not only loud but curses a lot, so I know my editor is going to have to be paid overtime on this one, bleeping this out. Nina is very verbose, we'll say it that way.
I don't have an automatic bleeper, so I don't have to do that. Yeah, but I know she's pretty terrible.
This is an Amazon Vans. This is not her vehicle. This is very important to the legal analysis here.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess I can see that, because, like, if it's not your property, then technically you would be damaging the property of someone else, like a private property or like a company vehicle, so that's a major crime. No, but I know Nina as the thief who, I think abused her brother. Or is that another streamer? Like, I know one is in trouble because they abused their brother and then SA'd somebody on a live stream. But I don't know which streamer that was. I just know they got away with it because they're a chick. Is it Nina? I don't know.
Jumping up on something that's not hers, okay? So let's start there when we're looking at criminality. Now, to be clear, I am not a New York lawyer, though I know a fantastic New York lawyer, my good friend Nate the lawyer, who's awesome, cancer survivor, very
Ooh,
sharp up there. But this is very clearly
cancer. I hate
something
it so
that
much.
could be, if she damaged the vehicle, potentially criminal.
Oh my
Okay.
God! Wait, no. Why would you put my phone out here like that? You bugging. I got you.
No, no. Like, why are you doing this?
Ah! Hold my phone. Hold my phone.
So naturally, when you get a content creator who's out there, they got their camera, they're recording, they got the team. What's going to happen? There's going to be
People
a
are gonna
crowd
show up.
forming
Yeah.
around them. People are going to gather. It's going to gather attention.
Then
It's
it's gonna
also
be
going to
stream
gather the attention of
snipers.
law enforcement. That's very, very natural. When they see this crowd forming around a content creator, that's going to happen. Now, mind
Yeah.
you, that night there were a lot of crowds, a lot of people celebrating. You know, Nina, she's out there celebrating. I think that's really no different than a lot of people that were
Well,
celebrating that
that
night
kind
and
of
doing
makes you a
great
nuisance
things.
streamer,
You
in
see
my
footage
opinion.
and video of people up on light poles, people climbing around on things. That's something that happens after a big sports win. That part is really nothing normal.
Yeah, but like New York looked kind of like uh Europe after any major football win. So I don't know. Is the World Cup still going on? Like, has it started yet, or is it still going on? I don't know. I remember people making comments about that. I don't know if I should react to some of that either. I'll let people like tell me what I should do later, I guess.
That's nothing out of the normal.
All right. Okay. Okay, come on. No. What are they saying?
And now you see on the left here, and here's where she's starting to get in trouble. And this
Okay.
is where the legal stuff happens. You see the cop down here who's
Yeah.
telling her now to get down, get off, stop it. So here's where we may have
Oh,
potential
you
for
ignored
obstructing
a
government
lawful
administration,
order.
aka
Got it.
resisting arrest. We might have a potential here. Did she listen right away? Did she comply right away? It looks like she did, but we'll see how this plays out overall.
Okay.
Gotta go to jail.
Now, I will say the cop was pretty a little bit aggressive there, taking her. It seemed like she was coming down. I mean, she was going, towards the
It looked
cops.
like
She
she was
wasn't trying to pull
complying.
from cops. He kind of spun her around right there,
Yeah, but they've been
and
dealing with a bunch of
made
bullshit
her
that
pull
night,
off.
so it makes sense.
To me, okay, maybe this cop had heard of Nina before. Maybe this cop had been looking for a reason to arrest Nina. Nina's track record
Yeah.
is out there, and some law enforcement might say, "Hey, this is a golden opportunity to lock her up." They also might just be in a bad mood that night because there's a lot of stuff going on, and they don't want to see anything develop into a riot or anything that might cause property damage. So who knows?
Yeah,
But
there
it does
was
seem
major
like they're a little
property
bit on
damage
course.
over the game. I saw someone tear apart a bus while the driver was still inside, or set fire to a school bus. So that's just that pisses
So
me off.
there you have it. Nina was eventually carted off, and she was taken down to the jail. She did get out later, and I don't want to play that video because she's cursing a lot.
Yeah, I've seen
Her
it.
cameraman ran away. She was very mad at her cameraman for doing that. Although I suspect the cameraman didn't want to catch any charges. But today we're going to talk about the potential charges that Nina might get.
Okay, so
So
what does she
what is
have?
Nina looking at potentially? Once again, these are potential crimes. There's no indication that she
So
will be
is she
charged
going to get
with
the
all
Johnny
of them. I'm just
Somali
giving you
like
some options
treatment or
that
no?
might be brought against her by New York. Some potential stuff for this behavior. So let's start with the first one. This is the easiest one, disorderly conduct. This is a layup. This is a super broad category that can really cover almost any a behavior that causes a public disturbance. So oftentimes, if law enforcement, police, they really want to ding you, they're going to go with disorderly conduct. We saw that in the bricks and minifigs case with Reckless Ben. They dinged him for that. You've got criminal mischief. So if
Okay.
there's any damage to that Amazon van, I talked about it. It's not her van, right?
Yeah, it's
So
not her
any damage to
property.
that van could be criminal mischief. Trespass, unlawful use of property. So entering the van, going on the van without permission. It didn't look like she had permission to go on that van. I'm not
Yeah,
even
that
sure the
makes
driver
sense.
could give her permission, even if he wanted to do that. That may be beyond the scope of his authority to do. You've also
Yeah.
got potential resisting arrest. We
Minimum wage
pointed out the
workers would
cop.
not have
If
that
the cop
authority.
told her to get down and she didn't get down immediately, then they could interpret it that way. Although to me, reviewing that footage, it looks from an external standpoint like she did actually comply. So I think
Okay,
that
I
one's a
can
little
see
bit
that
weaker.
argument.
Even weaker would be reckless endangerment. So these are, as we're kind of going down this list, these are weaker charges, very unlikely. So reckless endangerment would be if Nina's actions cause risk to others. So if somebody got up on that, van and started doing something reckless, or she was helping people shoot off fireworks or do something dangerous that
Well, they
could
all
cause
crowded around the
harm to
vehicle,
others,
so
that
that
might
would have
be
been
reckless
dangerous.
endangerment. But it doesn't seem like it went that far. The other one is citing
Okay.
to riot. That's the very last one. I mean, saying Nixon 5 on a sports game day, I don't think that's going to be inciting to riot. That's just the normal fervor after your team wins. That's very normal, right? You're going to see a lot of that all around the world. We got World Cup going on. I
Okay,
got
so it
people
is
all
still
around the
going
world here
on.
going
All right,
crazy
got
for
it.
that. That's a sports thing. And for a brief stunt like that during a sport day, I don't think they're going to get it for inciting to riot. So
Okay.
let's get to my judgment. So
So
in
what's going to
judgment,
go happen
I
to
think
her?
some law enforcement are very likely to arrest Nina Lynn. I think Nina Lynn has been one that has gotten away with a lot of stuff, in the past, and
Oh,
perhaps some law enforcement wanted to ding her on that and get her booked on something. But all of these are Class
so
A or
they're trying
Class
to
C
Al
D
Capone her.
misdemeanors, so
Got
they're
it.
not felonies. She's not going away for life. Right? What she's going to get here is a fine, maybe some community service, at max, some short, very short jail time.
Okay.
That's the most likely outcome. She's not going to be locked up for a very long time, even if they threw the book at her on this one. And the other thing,
Personally, they should lock her up for more. That was just nuisance streaming, in my opinion. And all nuisance streamers should at least be locked up for like way more. Like, sure, Reckless Ben is probably the only instance of something that we classified as nuisance streaming that was not like a problem, because technically he didn't really break any laws on one hand, and on the second hand, the cause he was working for is a net positive. So he didn't like pull a Johnny Somali for like no reason or negativity or just for views. So that's my take on like public streaming stuff. Like if you're doing something for a cause, yeah, sure, fine. But if you're uh, infringing on other people's ability to actually enjoy their day or work or move around, then yeah, you're a nuisance streamer and you should go away for like at least 5 to 10 years at the bare minimum. But I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know.
thing is, there's really no reported major property damage tied to Nina, and there were dozens of arrests over the Knicks playoffs and finals. So while this is very interesting, I think Nina will kind of get off on this one. But I want to know what you guys think about Nina Lynn in general and what you guys think about this situation in the comments below. I will catch you on the next one.
Okay. Well, that was the case of the Nina Lineth thing.
Creating custom clothing with
I
Tapestry
don't
is
know.
simple.
Wait,
Start by choosing a garment,
shit.
then click Design Now.
Where is it? Where's it?
On the left, you'll see 4 main tools.
Uh,
Upload lets you
God.
add artwork or logo. For the best results,
Thank you. Anyway, so that was that reaction. I'll say it's pretty interesting. I probably would do a reaction to the whole violence that was going on during the game, but a lot of it would be like demonetizable on YouTube, and I don't even want to open up Twitter to check that. So like, I just figured let's just check this out and see what was going on with that case, because it popped in my timeline. I was like, you know what? let me check this out. Anyway, that'll be that for today. I'll see you guys next time for more reactions and whatnot. Bye.